Namaste everyone, and welcome to today's video. We're diving into a topic that's bound to get some reactions, so buckle up. We're talking about DavidWood, the Christian apologist who's made it his life's work to attack Islam, but here's the twist. DavidWood seems to be more obsessed with Islamic Hadiths, particularly SahihBukhari and Sahih Muslim, than many actual Sunnis are, and honestly, it's kind of embarrassing. Now, let's get this straight. DavidWood spends an extraordinary amount of time, almost obsessive time, focusing on Hadiths. For those who might not know, Hadiths are the sayings and actions of the Prophet Muhammad, and they're a core part of Islamic tradition, second only to the Quran in importance. But here's the thing, while the vast majority of Sunnis focus on the Quran first, many of them aren't as fixated on these Hadiths as DavidWood is. You see, this guy has made a career out of cherry picking from SahihBukhari and Sahih Muslim. These are some of the most respected Hadith collections in Sunni Islam, but DavidWood seems to treat them like they're the central text of Islam, completely ignoring the broader context and nuances that even many devout Muslims would consider when interpreting them. He'll extract a quote out of context, twist it, and present it as a gotcha moment against Islam without acknowledging the centuries of scholarship and interpretation that go into understanding these texts. Now, why would DavidWood do this? Well, it's pretty clear that he doesn't have a life outside of obsessing over these texts. If you spend every day poring over Hadiths, trying to find the most scandalous or controversial bits to exploit for views, that says more about your own lack of purpose than it does about the text you're attacking. Instead of engaging with the larger world, examining modern issues, or having a meaningful dialogue, DavidWood spends his time twisting Islamic texts to make Muslims look bad. But here's the problem. He's not just ignoring the bigger picture, he's also missing the core teachings of Christianity that he's supposed to be promoting as a Christian apologist. Christianity isn't about obsessing over texts from another religion, but here he is spending all his energy on hadiths that have little to do with the daily lives of most Muslims. Now, here's where things get a little more interesting. DavidWood has gathered quite a following, particularly among Indian Hindus. Many of them listen to him, believing he's doing the good work of exposing Islam, but let's be real for a second. This is all a massive misunderstanding. The reality is that once DavidWood is done with his anti-Islam crusade, once he's exhausted every possible angle to proselytize and to attack Muslims, he's going to turn his sights on them. He's shown time and time again that his real agenda isn't about fighting Islam per se. It's about promoting Christianity and dismantling other faiths, even those of his own followers. Hindus who follow DavidWood need to wake up. They're next in line. They don't realize it now, but once he's run out of Muslims to target, he'll turn his attention to them. He'll also turn his attention to Iranians who are either atheists or wannabe Zoroastrians. It's not hard to imagine him making the same kind of blanket negative attacks against Hinduism or against Zoroastrianism as he does against Islam. It's just a matter of time before he starts using the same tactics to undermine their beliefs too. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that these Indians and these Iranians are fools far from it. What I'm saying is that by blindly following someone like David Wood, they're not just accepting his critiques of Islam, they're setting themselves up to be next in his crosshairs. They're following a man who has no real interest in dialogue or mutual respect between faiths. His interest is in division, in turning people against one another, and in using religion as a weapon. He's playing a game, and his followers are being used as pawns. So, to sum up, David Wood's obsession with Hadiths reveals how empty his life is and how much energy he's putting into attacking another religion instead of engaging with his own. His followers, particularly those in the Hindu Indian community and in the Iranian community, need to realize that they're not immune to the same kind of attacks once he's done with Islam. Don't fall for the act. David Wood isn't a champion of truth. He presents himself as. He's just a man looking for validation through conflict. Thanks for watching. This is where I end my dissertation. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more discussions like this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.